Only 27 students are there. What about the remaining students? Okay, I'll start my class, students. Yes, students, in last class, what we were seeing? In last class, what we were seeing? Last class, I started with the fourth module. In the fourth module, we'll understand or we'll learn how to design a form. How to design a form. Yes, students, is my screen is visible? Screen is visible, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, if anybody have doubt, I'll once again I'll repeat how to start with the Windows form. Yes, go to file. Yes, students, this window form application is very much important. Why? Because when you develop any application, this is the interface between the system and the user. So this interface is very much important and it should be clear, it should be user friendly, and whatever the information we give on this form or on this interface, it should be clear. It should not have any ambiguity. It should not have any ambiguity. So first, file, project, file, click on file, new, project. Yes, students, till now we were selecting a console application. Now we are executing a Windows application. Before I select a Windows form application, at the left side, you can see install templates. Yes, students, in the last class also, I told you here you have to check installed templates, that is Visual C hash and Windows. It should be selected. It should not be selected with the web. It should be selected with the Windows. Windows here, select a first option, that is Windows form application. Yes, student, if I am fast, you please tell me. If you are not following, if I am fast, you please tell me. Here, I give a file name, part B ex1 ex1 part B or ex1, or this is not part B program. So this is a simple program I'm executing. WinForm 1 is my file name. WinForm. Yes, students, we understood how to create file in ADO.NET. We learned now how to create a database and how to add tables to a database. Now we are learning how to create a form and how to design a form. So this is a Windows form. So I have given WinForm 1. This Visual Studio, it will take some time, students. Yes, this is a form. Yes, students, this is the empty form. It is like a white paper, white sheet. On the white sheet, whatever the data we want, we draw or we write. So similarly, this form is an empty form. It is like a white blank sheet. So make a best use of this form. Yes, here I have increased the increase the size of a form. Yes, students, now in this form I need to in this form, to design this form, we have a toolbox. In the toolbox we have so many controls, the common controls. Yes, students, here you can see here. Yes, is my screen is visible, students? Is it clear? Can you see all the options? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, the first option is all WinForms. If you select this, everything will be displayed. Everything will be displayed. And here in all, yes, students, if you observe here, common controls are segregated. The common control, which controls are most commonly used. And the container, what is container? Container means what? What is the general meaning of container? A vessel in which we store our data. We store some item. Correct, no? Correct, no? Container andre ಏನು? Some one vessel will be there. In that vessel we put some item. Is it right? Is it a container? Yes. Or in a box we put some item. That box is nothing but a container. Here also we have a container and we have menus and toolbars. See data. So to display the data, everything is segregated, students. It is not combined. The components, printing, dialogues, everything is segregated. It has made a different sections. So coming to the form, so to design this form, we need a text box. And in this, to design this form, a property is very important, students. A property window is very much important. Why it is important? See here, in the property window, the first option is name. Name of a form. The name of a form is what? Form 1. Name of a form is form 1. And here you have font. Here you can change the background color, and the background image also. You can add the background image. If you want to add any background image, you can add. And here we can change the font size. You can change the font size and font style also. And yes, students, if you see here, yes, can you see this size? Can you see the size value, students? Can you see the size value?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
891, 500. Yes. Now what I do, I'll resize. I will resize. I'll change the size. Yes. Is the value changed? Is the value changed, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If I increase this form size, then the size value will be changed. If I see, it has changed. Next, text. Yes, students, text. Here, the text value is form 1. Yes, students, here the text value is nothing but the name which is displayed on the form. Here, I'll change form to student registration. Student details. Student details. Yes. Observe the screen, students. Initially, it is form 1. Now I have changed the text value to student details. Yes. Is it changed? Is it changed? Change aita. Change aita.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I
Now to design this form, as here I create a registration form. Yes, students, I told you in the toolbox we have a controls. We have a controls to design the form. The first control I take, yes, when I say registration form, then we have to take information from the students because this is a student details. So what I do, I take a text box. Why text box? Why text box? Because I want to insert the items. In this text box, whatever the value or whatever the data I take, that will be inserted to the database. Text. Yes, this is a text box. Yes, students, if I just take text box, is it okay? In this text box, what information I want to take? Yes, I have to label this text box now. Yes, is it right? I have to label the text box. I have to label the text box. How to label the text box? So take label. See, yes, students, if you take any registration form, if I have only the input data, we give in the text box only. In this text box, what information I should add? So for this text box, I need some label, no? Yes, is it right? Without label, will I understand what information I have to add in this particular text box? No. So for this, a label is necessary. So now This is a first label. So this label I have taken for this text box. Yes, students, this label I have taken for this text box. So what is this label? The label text value is label 1. So I want to change this to USN. So how to change? Go to properties, change the text value to students. If I am fast, you please tell me USN. Now what we understood, e text box only I have to add USN. I have to insert USN. Yes, understood. See, without text box, without label, if you just take a text box student, then we'll be in a confusion. We'll be in a confusion what information I have to add in that particular text box. Is it right? Correct? Now I'll change the background of this text box. Sorry, label. Background of the label. The font color is black. Okay. Correct. Okay. Is it okay? Yes. Now I need a next value, next text box. So no need to go back to the toolbox again and again. So whatever we have on the screen, you just copy and paste. USN, I have taken another label. Next to Nano, I'll take one more. Yes. For text boxes, I have taken USN name. The third one is semester. Semester. And the fourth one is event. Assume that for some event we are doing this registration form. Yes, students, I have prepared this form. Yes, I have prepared this form, so I know what is the purpose of this form. Yes, correct, no? But if any other, if any new user, if any other, some other people see this form, then they'll be in a confusion. They'll not understand by seeing it immediately. They have to take help of me, or they have to they have to ask somebody what is the purpose of this registration form. What is the purpose of this form? Yes, correct, no? Here just I am taking USN name, semester and event. What for I am using this form? So for this, what I do, I take one more label. Okay, students, now is it clear? This form is for registration. What registration? Events registration. Yes. Now I have taken one more label. And I have changed the name of the label to registration for events. So it is understood that whatever the information I am taking from the student, that information I am using for the registration. Correct? Is it clear now? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, again, I go to toolbox. I take one button, students. I take one button. Only the button. Okay. Button. So in last class, when I was explaining a lab program, I labeled this. I changed the name of the button to insert or submit. Now I'm doing a registration form. I'll change the name to register. If I click on this button, the data will be inserted and the student will get registered into the particular event. Yes. Yes, students. Here, what event I am doing? Event, see, events, I am not talking about the events. I am talking about a event. Event is nothing but an action. In last class, I told, no? In last class, I told. So what event I am doing? I am registering some information. I'm registering the students for some event. Is it an action? Is it an action? Yes. With the help of this button, I'm doing the action. I'm doing the action. Now, I'll change the background color of this text box. How to change? Anybody? How to change? How to change? I told, no? Did I explain or not? How to change? Explain ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ? Yes, respond. Respond, students. See, 44 students are there. Out of 44 students, no, not even single student is responding. And why yesterday so many were absent? Yesterday I explained lab program, first lab program. I'm not going to repeat that, whatever I explained. Ashish, Nidhi, Tanuj, Vishal, why absent? Prateek, why absent? Why you all are absent? Yes, now I want to change the background color of this text box. Generally, the background color of the text box will be white. Now to change this, select that particular text box. Students, select that particular text box and go to properties. Go to properties, back color. Back color option is there. So select that. Select that. So generally it will be white. I'll change to blue. Yes, change aita. Change, no? It has changed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So like this, we can design the form. Now one more thing, students. Yesterday in GCR, I have shared first program, part B, first program code. Anybody opened? At least open ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಏನು ಕಳಿಸಿದೀನಿ ಅಂತ? Yes, students, I'm asking to you people only. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನಾನು ಏನು ಕಳಿಸಿದೀನಿ ಅಂತ? If you are not opened, I'll show you now. Whatever I send you, people don't have time to open and see. Yeah, huh? Here, students, this is a code I have sent in last class. You can see, no? You can see this. Can't say, yeah. The font,
Yes,
we
ma'am.
can increase the font size. Yes. Yes, students, here, this is a, what is this? This is a SQL data adapter. This is a command object. The command object is used to run the queries. Here, which query I'm running? Insert query I'm running. What is the syntax of insert query? Insert into insert into the table name. Yes, table name. The table name is employee details, and the values. Values is a keyword. Insert into value is a keyword. Only the table name we are changing here. The table name which I have given is employee details. Yes, coming to this students, whatever the values, if it is a if I am taking a USN or integer value, then in the insert syntax or in the insert command, the whatever the value, for whichever the value we give a data type integer. For whichever the value we give the data type as integer, that value should be within the double quote plus. Anybody knows what is the meaning of this plus? What is plus? What is plus? Nobody asked me why we are using this plus symbol. I'm getting doubt whether you people are listening or not. Nobody is asking any doubt. If you are not asking, then you should know what is the meaning of this plus and double quote. Okay, plus double quote plus and the EID dot text, and the next value is name, employee name. The employee name is of it is of string data type. String. See, students, I'll tell in a simple word. For string data type, we use single quote, double quote, and for integer data type, we use only the double quotes. Here also, if you do any mistake, you will get a error. You cannot, it will, while you enter a data, when you run the program, during that time, when you run the program, you will get a error. During compilation, you might not get any error, but during a runtime, you will get a error. So EID.text, it is a integer value. So that's why here, no single quote, only the double quote, but employee name is a string variable. So single quote, double quote plus ename dot text. Students, coming to this, here I told you not to change anything in the text box 1. Not to change anything for name value. Name value is what? Text box 1. Why? See here, if you are listening properly, if you are observing carefully, here it is EID dot text, ename dot text, but in last class I have executed a program. In last class, I have executed a program. I have inserted data successfully. So there, what was the file name? What file name I gave? PB. Yes, students, listen carefully. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Yes, is the code is visible, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, here I have given text box 1 dot text, text box 2 dot text, but here it is eid dot text, ename dot text. Anybody know what is the difference? Why I have written like this here and why in the code which I have sent in that it is like that? Any answer? Anybody knows?
Text box name change material, ma'am.
Yes, correct. Any other answer? Anybody? Hmm? What? Why? The reason is, students. The reason is, if you take a text box, see, still you're beginners. Still, many of the students they don't know how to execute a program or how to design a form, how to develop an application in Windows form. So that is the reason why here I have not changed the name. Here the name of this first text box. Yes, students, listen carefully. The name of this first text box is text box 1. Text box 1. When you write a code, when you write a code, when you write a code, here that name, ಅಲ್ಲಿ property window ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ name ಇತ್ತು? See here, for text box 1, in the property window, what name it is there? The name is text box 1 because we have so many text boxes. We have so many text boxes, and when we enter a data, then it has the data should be go to the exact text box only. So that is the reason why here we give a text box 1 dot text. Text box 1 dot text. The first value should go to text box 1 and the second value should go to next text box value, that is text box 2. Now what I do is I'll change the text box 1 value to EID. Yes, students, you are following now what I am telling? I'll change the name to EID. Now go to the code. Go to the code. Yes. Previously what it was? ಏನಿತ್ತು ಮುಂಚೆ text box 1 ಇತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? Yes. Now it has changed to EID. Next, fourth one I'll change. The fourth one is no, not fourth one. The last one I'll change. ID reporting to. That is text box 5. So I'll change this to ID RT. ID RT. I have changed to ID RT. Now, yes, change aitalva. So that's why when I was explaining this first time, I told don't change the name of the text box because that name we are going to use in our code. Once you become perfect, that time you can change. Same thing for button also. Button, select the button. The name value is what, students? What is the name value?
Button.
Button 1. Now go to the code. In the code, button 1. Button 1 idea. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'll change that to insert. Name I'll change to insert. Yes, it is taking, but yes, students, but it should not take. It should show the error. Why? Because here I have not. Here I have not changed. Here it will be changed to insert. Yes, students, you understood how we design the form? Yes? Artha aita how to design form? Yes, students, any doubt? Now you are able to design any form? Yes? Yes, students, any doubt? Respond. Yes, coming back to my registration form. Yes, students, here the text box one value. Now shall I change to USN? Now you don't have any confusion, no? Or still if you have any confusion, then I'll not touch the name value of the text box 1. Text box 2 name value is text box 2. Text box 3 name value is text box 3. Text box 4 name value is text box 4. Text box 4. Now I have a registration form. Yes, students, this is the designing of a form. Now next is we have to create a database. We have to create a database. How to create database? How to create database? Sahadev. Sahadev, how to create database? Are you there, Sahadev? Paresh? Paresh.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Sahadev, how to create database?
Yes, ma'am. First, we have to save this form into MDA file. After that, we have to click in the tables, and in tables we have to create table. After that, we have to write code. It will connect.
Okay.
One line is there for connection, SQL connection equal object equal to new SQL connection. After that, inside the bracket, we have to pass path with the symbol @
Okay. Okay. Pratik, yes, how many are new to Visual Studio here? How many are new to Visual Studio? Surya? Surya? He left. When I ask any questions, then they leave the meeting. Harini,
Ma'am.
are you new to Visual Studio?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you understood how to create database?
Ma'am.
You understood how to create database?
Yes, ma'am. I know, ma'am.
Pratik, then students, I will not repeat the creation of database. I will not repeat the creation of database, students, because everybody, you all know how to create a database. Yes, students, this is how we design a form. Now, I'll change the background color of this form also. The background color of the form is yes, you're observing now how the color is changing. Yes, students, you understood what I have done. I have changed. I have previously the background color was not there, so I have changed the. I have inserted the background color. But it is. So like this, you can insert a background color. Yes, students, to this form, I have inserted a background image. Yes, the steps I repeat once again. To insert a background image, select a form, go to properties. Here you select background image, background image. So previously it was not having any image, so you can import a image. So to import a image, select, click on import, and in this pictures I have this logo. So select this, click on OK button, so it will be imported. It will be imported. And yes, students, if you observe, yes, previously it was like this. Is it looking good? No. Whatever the text boxes, whatever the labels, which are the labels I'm using in my form, that only I'm not able to see properly. My form is full of that symbols only. Correct, no? Is it looking good? Is it user-friendly form?
No,
No, it is
ma'am.
not looking good. It has scattered. It has like how we put a tiles. How we put a tiles to the wall, or how we put a tiles in the ground. So it has become like that, no? So how to change this is, the next option is background image layout. Background image layout is there. So I'll make it to center. If I change it to center, then only it will display only the center. See, scratch, like like scratching the image. No, even this is also not good. See, zoom. Yes, like this, you can change the layout of the background image. Yes, I'll make this to center. Artha aita? Yes, students, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
What about other students? Only Gaurish is responding. What about the other students? Others? Murgesh, Paresh? Not understood?
Understand, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, students, I'll stop here. Answer your attendance. Afternoon first hour, I'll take. Today afternoon, I'll do lab students. Because yesterday, many of the students have missed the lab. So today afternoon, 1:45 to 2:40. No, not 2:40. 2:40 means only 1 hour, no? 1:45 to 3:30. 2 hours lab I'll do. Study well, students. Wednesday you have my class, no? Yes, Wednesday afternoon first hour. If you want revision, I'll do revision. It is your wish. If you want revision, then I'll do. If you have any doubt in any topics, I'll do revision. And case study question, I'll share in GCR. Case study question, case study material. Answer attendance, Aditya. Aditya. Ajay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Aditya, ನಿನ್ನೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ?
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೆ ಫೀಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ.
ಹೌದಾ? ಅಮಿತ್?
ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಫೀಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. ಅಮಿತ್?
Yes, 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 ma'am.
ಅಂತಿಮ? ಅಂತಿಮ? ಅಪೂರ್ವ?
Present, ma'am.
ಅಶ್ವಿನಿ?
Yes, ma'am.
ಬಿಂದು?
Yes, ma'am.
ದಿವ್ಯೇಶ್? ಆದಿತ್ಯ?
Yeah, Raghu.
ಆದಿತ್ಯ? ಆದಿತ್ಯ? ಗೌರೀಶ್?
Yes, ma'am.
ಗೌತಮಿ? ಗುಣಶೇಖರ್?
Present, ma'am.
ಹರಿಣಿ?
Present, ma'am.
ಸೂರ್ಯ?
Present, ma'am.
ಸೂರ್ಯ? ನಯನ?
Present,
Rasma?
ma'am.
Nayana, why you didn't attend yesterday's lab?
Present,
Nayana?
ma'am. Ma'am, I was outside, ma'am. Laptop is not with me, so I
It
didn't
was
attend.
important more because of starting with the party program. Nidhi?
Present, ma'am.
ಯಾಕಮ್ಮ ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ನೆನೆ?
Ma'am, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
You are not there in the lab.
Yes, ma'am. I had some work.
Ma'am,
like-
Antima having some network issue, ma'am. She can't tell present.
What, Nazma?
Antima can't say present because her mic is, I think, some network issues. She texted me, ma'am.
Antima, why you didn't attend yesterday's lab? Antima?
Ma'am, again, I was having network issue, ma'am, yesterday also. Just now I joined again.
1.5 hour. Till 3:20 I conducted.
What, ma'am?
So from 1:45 to 3:20 you had network issue?
Ma'am, it was down the whole night. It was down network.
Okay. Pradeep?
Yes, ma'am.
Preeti?
Present, ma'am.
Rajesh? Sahadev?
Present, ma'am.
Saket? Yes, students, today afternoon in the lab, you have to show your records. During the lab test, a few of the students' record I have seen, but today everybody have to show. Seema?
Yes, ma'am.
ಸಿಂಚನ,
Ma'am.
ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿ,
ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಯಾಕಮ್ಮ ನೆನ್ನೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ?
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಫೀಸ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೆ
ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ಯಾ? ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಾ ಯಾವಾಗ ಶುರು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಅಂತ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ನಿನ್ನೆ ಮುರಳಿ ಸರ್ ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು 17th ಇಂದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅಂತ. ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದವಾಗ
ನೀವೇನ್ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ವಾ ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ?
ಅದೇ ಮುರಳಿ ಸರ್ ಇದ್ರು, ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇದ್ದವಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು 17th ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಾಬಬ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ.
ಶಶಾಂಕ್,
ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ವರ್ಷ,
Present, ma'am.
ಯಶಸ್ವಿನಿ,
Present, ma'am.
ಅಮೃತ.
Present, ma'am.
Did you attend lab yesterday, Amrita?
Yes, ma'am.
Anusha?
Present, ma'am.
Apurva?
Present, ma'am.
Siddharth?
Yes, ma'am.
Attend ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾ ನನ್ನ ಲ್ಯಾಬು?
Yes, ma'am.
ಬಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ? I mean, after my lab? Chetana?
Present, ma'am.
Kavya?
Present, ma'am.
Madhushri?
Present, ma'am.
Manish?
Present, ma'am.
Sarfaraz?
Present, ma'am.
Murugesh?
Present, ma'am.
Muttumani? Paresh?
Present, ma'am.
Pooja?
Present, ma'am.
Prashant? Prashant, okay. Pratibha?
Present, ma'am.
Pratik?
Present, ma'am.
Pratik? Pratik is there?
ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Okay. Pratik, ನಿನ್ನ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾಪ್ಪ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ನೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಡಿಸ್ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಅಡ್ಮಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು.
ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ನೀನು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾ?
ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಸಾಧನಾ?
Present, ma'am.
ಶಶಾಂಕ್?
Present, ma'am.
Did you attend lab yesterday?
Yes, ma'am.
Shraddha?
Present, ma'am.
Sridhar?
Present, ma'am.
Tanuj? Tanuj?
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Tanuj, did you attend yesterday's lab? You were there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tejaswini?
Present, ma'am.
Honey?
Present, ma'am.
Ashish?
Present, ma'am.
ಯಾಕೆ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಲ್ಯಾಬು? ವೆನ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ದೋಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್? ವಿದ್ಯಾ?
Present, ma'am.
ವಿಶಾಲ್?
Present, ma'am.
ವಿಶಾಲ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ನಿನ್ನೆ, ವಿದ್ಯಾನು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನೆನ್ನೆ ನಾನು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ನೆನ್ನೆ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ.
ಹೌದಾ? ಇವಾಗ ದೇರಾ?
Ma'am, first 40-50 minutes ಇದ್ದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನಾನು.
ವಿದ್ಯಾನಾ?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, students, see you in the afternoon first hour, 1:45.